After World War II, a top-secret mission called Admiral Byrd's Operation Highjump was launched into the icy unknown. The operation involved 13 ships, 25 planes, and a mission cloaked in secrecy. Was it truly aimed at mapping the terrain, or was it a desperate search for advanced technology rumored to be hidden beneath the ice? Join us as we share the dangerous secrets of Antarctica and discuss the secrets of Admiral Byrd's Operation Highjump. In the history of Antarctic exploration, few names are as prominent as Admiral Richard E. Byrd. Born in 1888 in Virginia, Byrd's life seemed destined to connect with the icy continent. His early career as a naval officer and pioneering aviator paved the way for a series of expeditions that profoundly altered our understanding of Earth's southernmost regions. Byrd's achievements were impressive. He received numerous awards, including the Medal of Honor, the highest military decoration awarded by the United States. His exploration work brought him international fame, and he's the only person ever to have received 3 ticker tape parades in New York City. However, Byrd was not the first to explore Antarctica. That distinction goes to a few pioneering explorers who set the stage for his notable expeditions. Among them were Captain James Cook, the British navigator who circumnavigated the continent in the late 18th century, and James Clark Ross, who led early expeditions into the Ross Sea in the 1840s. Cook's voyages between 1772 and 1775 were a highlight of maritime exploration. He mapped much of Antarctica's coastline and confirmed that the continent was a landmass rather than just a collection of islands. His findings set the groundwork for future explorations. Ross, active from 1839 to 1843, made key discoveries, including the Ross Sea, the continent's coastline, the Ross Ice Shelf, and the volcanoes Mount Erebus and Mount Terror. Byrd, however, would later transform Antarctic exploration in the 20th century. Between 1928 and 1947, he led 5 expeditions to Antarctica, each pushing the limits of exploration in one of the most challenging environments on Earth. His most notable achievement occurred in 1929, when he became the first person to fly over the South Pole. This milestone, achieved in a specially designed Ford trimotor aircraft, marked a significant moment in polar exploration and set the stage for future researchers and adventurers. Byrd's expeditions were not just about personal accomplishments. They also played a crucial role in advancing scientific knowledge about Antarctica. Byrd and his team conducted comprehensive studies of the continent's geology, climate, and wildlife, providing valuable data for future researchers. This commitment to exploration and science was demonstrated through the establishment of Little America. The first base, built in 1929, was essential for Byrd's historic South Pole flight. Over the years, 4 more Little America bases were established, each serving as a center for scientific research and exploration. These bases supported important studies in meteorology, glaciology, and geophysics, greatly enhancing our understanding of Antarctica. Operation Highjump, launched after World War II as the world adjusted to the atomic age, marked a new chapter in Antarctic exploration. Operation Highjump was a massive endeavor launched in 1946, involving over 4,700 personnel, 13 ships, and 33 aircraft. It was officially aimed at establishing a research base on Antarctica and testing military equipment in extreme conditions. From the start, the operation was surrounded by controversy and secrecy. The scale of the mission suggested there might be more to it than just scientific research. Some questioned whether the U.S. had hidden motives, and these doubts grew when the operation was abruptly ended just 40 days in. Although the official reason given was the arrival of the Antarctic winter, many believed there might be a deeper, undisclosed purpose behind Operation Highjump. Over time, various conspiracy theories have arisen about what the mission was really intended to achieve. Some have proposed that the mission was a cover for a top-secret military operation, possibly aimed at recovering advanced technology or setting up a secret base on the continent. Others have suggested it was a response to an alleged encounter with extraterrestrial life or another unknown phenomenon. Despite the official reasons given for the mission's early end, many questions persist. Notably, some key personnel, including Admiral Byrd, made ambiguous statements about the mission's true objectives in the years that followed. Additionally, many of the mission's records and documents remain classified, fueling ongoing speculation about what truly occurred during those 40 days in 1946. Some researchers suggest that the Nazis embarked on a secret mission to Antarctica in the late 1930s with the aim of creating a hidden stronghold to launch attacks on the Allies and potentially make contact with an advanced alien civilization believed to be hidden deep within the Earth. The story starts in 1938, when Captain Alfred Richard led a German expedition to Antarctica on the ship Schwabenland. Sponsored by the Nazi government, this expedition included members of the SS and the Tula Society, a secretive occult group connected to Nazi leaders. Officially, the mission was to establish a German presence and conduct scientific research on the continent. However, some researchers argue that the real goal was more nefarious. They claim that Nazis were searching for a concealed underground base, thought to be located in a warm water oasis in the continent's heart. This base, known as Base 211, was rumored to be a vast underground complex equipped with advanced technology, weapons, and even flying saucers. The evidence supporting the existence of this base is largely circumstantial and relies on alleged eyewitness accounts and the interpretation of cryptic Nazi documents and artifacts. Some researchers have noted that the Nazis showed interest in Antarctica and sent several expeditions to the continent before World War II. Others highlight claims about the Schwabenland expedition, discovering a warm water oasis, which some believe could have been an ideal location for a hidden base. There are accounts suggesting that Nazis might have made contact with an ancient advanced civilization from the Hollow Earth and acquired advanced technology and weaponry from them. Despite the lack of solid evidence, the legend of Base 211 has endured for decades, partly due to the secrecy and mysteries surrounding the many aspects of Nazi history. Some even speculate that this base could have been involved in developing advanced Nazi weapons, like the rumored flying saucers from the war's final years. However, mainstream historians and scientists generally dismiss the idea of a secret Nazi base in Antarctica as a baseless conspiracy theory, pointing out that there's no credible evidence to support such claims. Leaked government footage reveals Operation Highjump in Antarctica. A diary, discovered after Byrd's death, suggests that the renowned explorer embarked on a secret mission in 1947, leading to the discovery of an advanced civilization hidden beneath the ice. This controversial diary describes Byrd's encounter with a race of tall, blonde-haired beings living in a subterranean world of green valleys, warm waters, and ancient ruins. Byrd claimed to have met a powerful figure known as the Master, who offered a grave warning about humanity's future. According to Byrd, the Master warned of mankind's self-destructive tendencies, reckless technological use, and the imminent threat of nuclear destruction. He warned that if we didn't change our ways, our civilization would face a catastrophic end, plunging the world into a dark age from which we might never recover. The Master's words, as noted in Byrd's diary, describe a world on the brink of collapse, where the quest for power and dominance has driven us to the edge of destruction. He emphasized the need for a new mindset, a better understanding of our role in the universe, and a renewed dedication to peace, harmony, and coexistence. Despite the compelling nature of the Master's message, the authenticity of Byrd's diary remains debated. Many experts have dismissed the document as a hoax, citing the lack of verifiable evidence and the numerous inconsistencies and contradictions within its pages. The idea of a hollow Earth, a vast underground world concealed beneath our planet's surface, has fascinated writers, dreamers, and adventurers for a long time. For some, this concept extends beyond mere fantasy into a belief that the Earth holds extraordinary and mysterious secrets. Central to the hollow Earth theory is the idea that our planet is not solid, but consists of a shell surrounding a hollow interior. Proponents of this theory suggest that this inner world hosts lost civilizations, advanced technologies, and entire ecosystems that have developed independently from the surface. The origins of this theory date back to the 17th century, when the famed astronomer Edmund Halley proposed that the Earth was made up of concentric spheres, each with its own magnetic field, and possibly even its own inhabitants. Over time, the theory has been developed and enriched by various thinkers and visionaries, including novelist Jules Verne and occultist Madame Blavatsky. However, it gains a new dimension of intrigue in the context of Admiral Richard Byrd's alleged expedition to the inner Earth. Byrd's purported diary describes a secret mission beyond the South Pole, where he reportedly encountered a hidden world of lush forests, crystal cities, and advanced beings who held the key to humanity's future. For proponents of the hollow Earth theory, Byrd's account is a captivating piece of evidence, offering a glimpse into a mysterious realm that supports their beliefs. They highlight anomalies and inconsistencies in the official accounts of Byrd's expeditions, such as the abrupt end of Operation Highjump and Byrd's enigmatic comments about the land beyond the pole. The persistent fascination with the Hollow Earth theory reflects a deep-seated human desire for mystery and wonder in a world that often feels too ordinary. Recent images have shown several pyramid-like formations in Antarctica, sparking debate about their origin and purpose. These structures closely resemble the pyramids of Giza, raising questions about a possible connection. Explorer Richard Byrd's diary suggests that an advanced civilization might have existed in Antarctica for centuries, adapting to the harsh conditions. Could this civilization have built these icy pyramids? While some dismiss these ideas as conspiracy theories, others find the evidence intriguing. In the spring of 1949, just 2 years after Operation Highjump concluded, a series of mysterious deaths began to emerge, each linked in some way to the ill-fated Antarctic mission. The most notable of these was the alleged suicide of James Forrestal, the former Secretary of Defense, who played a significant role in planning and carrying out the operation. Forrestal's death on May 22, 1949, has been shrouded in controversy. The official account states that Forrestal, who had been struggling with depression and mental illness, jumped from a window on the 16th floor of Bethesda Naval Hospital, where he was being treated. Many, however, question this theory, citing inconsistencies and suggesting that Forrestal might have been murdered. Some researchers speculate that Forrestal's death could be linked to his knowledge of classified details about Operation Highjump and the discoveries made during the mission. They note that Forrestal had been a vocal proponent of government transparency and had expressed concerns about the military-industrial complex's growing influence. Could it be that Forrestal was silenced because he knew too much about the true events in Antarctica? The death of Forrestal is not the only mysterious incident linked to Operation Highjump. A few years later, in 1955, Admiral Byrd's son, Richard Byrd, Jr., was found dead in an abandoned warehouse in Baltimore, Maryland. The official cause of death was listed as malnutrition and dehydration, but many question how the son of a prominent explorer could have ended up in such a tragic situation. Some speculate that Byrd Jr.'s death might be related to the release of his father's alleged diary, which supposedly contained startling revelations about Operation Highjump and the mission's discoveries. According to some sources, Byrd Jr. had the diary and intended to make its contents public before his death. These mysterious deaths suggest a possible powerful force working to conceal the truth about Antarctica from the public. However, the deaths of Forrestal and Byrd Jr. are not the only enigmatic events related to Antarctica and its exploration. Over the years, there have been many reports of mysterious disappearances, unexplained events, and other oddities that have sparked speculation about the true nature of the frozen continent and the secrets it might contain. Some have even suggested that world governments, particularly the United States, are involved in a large-scale cover-up to keep the reality of Antarctica concealed from the public. Following Admiral Richard E. Byrd's mysterious expeditions and the troubling deaths linked to Operation Highjump, global interest in Antarctica surged. Once an overlooked and desolate place, the frozen continent became a hotbed of speculation and curiosity as people began to question what secrets might be hidden beneath its ice. The Antarctic Treaty, signed in 1959 by 12 nations, including the United States and the Soviet Union, aimed to keep Antarctica a neutral zone for peaceful scientific research and free from military activity. Yet many viewed the treaty as a strategic move to control the continent and shroud its true nature in secrecy. The treaty imposed strict limits on access to Antarctica, making private expeditions difficult and largely barring the public from visiting. This exclusivity only fueled speculations that world governments were hiding groundbreaking discoveries and potentially transformative knowledge. As human activity in Antarctica increased over the years, reports of strange encounters and remarkable discoveries began to emerge from the icy expanse. Stories of vast underground lakes with mysterious creatures, ancient ruins suggesting long-lost civilizations, and even rumors of hidden extraterrestrial technologies fueled myths about the continent. Despite growing demands for transparency, the countries involved in the Antarctic Treaty continue to tightly control information from the southernmost part of the Earth. The official stance, which emphasized scientific cooperation and environmental protection, did little to dispel the belief that something extraordinary was waiting to be found. Critics of the treaty argued that its real goal was to keep Antarctica's secrets under wraps, preventing any revelations that might disrupt the status quo or challenge existing power structures. They cited the legacy of Admiral Byrd and the unsettling pattern of deaths linked to his expeditions as proof that those in power would go to great lengths to keep the truth concealed. As decades passed and new generations of explorers and researchers focused on Antarctica, the demand for transparency grew intense. The Antarctic Treaty, once seen as a symbol of global cooperation and scientific advancement, began to be viewed by many as a means of secrecy and control. Critics questioned its true purpose, leading to increased speculation. Despite mounting pressure and growing theories, Antarctica remained a closed-off region, its secrets shielded by powerful interests and an almost mythical sense of mystery. The ongoing curiosity about what lies beneath the ice and the reasons for such secrecy continued to spark public intrigue and controversy. Mysteries of Antarctica persisted, even after Byrd and his son's deaths, as Russian scientists made groundbreaking discoveries that challenged our understanding of the icy continent and its hidden secrets. In recent years, Russian research teams have led Antarctic exploration, employing advanced technologies and innovative techniques to explore the depths of the ice and reveal new wonders beneath its surface. One of the most significant findings has been the discovery of a vast network of hidden subterranean lakes beneath the Antarctic ice sheet. The largest and most famous of these is Lake Vostok, a massive body of water believed to have been isolated from the world for millions of years. When Russian scientists drilled into Lake Vostok in 2012, they found a complex ecosystem of microorganisms thriving in the dark, frigid waters. These microorganisms, adapted to one of Earth's most extreme environments, were unlike anything previously encountered, offering new insights into the limits of life and the potential for extraterrestrial life. Lake Vostok is just the beginning when it comes to the strange and fascinating creatures of Antarctica. Recently, Russian researchers have uncovered a variety of bizarre animals that have adapted to survive the continent's harsh conditions. One of the most remarkable is the giant Antarctic sea spider, a massive arthropod that can reach up to 20 inches in diameter. These creatures, found in the deep waters off Antarctica's coast, have adapted to the extreme cold and pressure of the ocean depths, captivating scientists for decades with their unique physiology. Another fascinating species is the Antarctic ice fish, which thrives in the frigid Southern Ocean. Unlike most animals, these fish lack hemoglobin, the oxygen-carrying protein in blood. Instead, they've developed a special antifreeze protein to keep their blood from freezing in icy waters. The most enigmatic and controversial discovery by Russian scientists in Antarctica is the so-called organism 46b. This giant squid-like creature is rumored to inhabit Lake Vostok's depths, with some claims suggesting it exceeds 30 feet in length and has intelligence comparable to humans. Although organism 46b's existence remains unconfirmed, its legend has intrigued both researchers and the public, sparking speculation about the secrets hidden beneath the Antarctic ice. Piri Reis was an Ottoman admiral, geographer, and cartographer whose work in the early 16th century has sparked debate about our understanding of Antarctica. Born in 1465 in Gallipoli, Turkey, Piri Reis showed early talent in navigation and map-making, which would later secure his place in history. In 1513, he created a map that remains one of the most puzzling and debated documents in cartography. Known as the Piri Reis map, it accurately depicts the coastlines of Europe, North Africa, and the Americas. However, it's the map's representation of Antarctica that has captured the attention of researchers and historians. At first glance, seeing Antarctica on a map made 3 centuries before its official discovery seems impossible. Yet, upon closer look, the Piri Reis map not only shows Antarctica's coastline, but also its topography with surprising accuracy. It includes features like the Transantarctic Mountains and the Ross Ice Shelf, offering a detailed view of a land that 16th century mapmakers should not have known about. The implications of this are significant. Many researchers believe that the accuracy of the Piri Reis map can only be explained by the existence of an ancient civilization with advanced knowledge of geography and navigation. They suggest that this civilization must have had the technology and expertise to create detailed maps of Antarctica long before it was officially discovered by modern explorers. One theory proposes that the Piri Reis map was based on much older source maps, possibly from the time of Alexander the Great or earlier. These lost maps might have been created by a seafaring civilization that explored Antarctica's coasts when the continent was ice-free due to a warmer climate. On the other hand, skeptics argue that the depiction of Antarctica on the Piri Reis map could be the result of lucky guesses and artistic interpretation. They note that the map contains several inaccuracies and omissions, indicating the mapmaker was working with incomplete or incorrect information. Additionally, they argue that the coastline shown isn't Antarctica, but a distorted view of South America's eastern coast. Antarctica's frozen landscape holds many mysteries, with the potential to reveal findings that could change our view of the world. One intriguing theory suggests that the lost city of Atlantis may be buried beneath its thick ice sheets. The legend of Atlantis, first told by Plato, has driven explorers to search for evidence of this ancient lost civilization. Now, a series of clues hints that the Antarctic tundra might be where the lost paradise is located. These clues include ancient maps showing the continent's coastlines before its official discovery, satellite images that appear to show man-made structures, and a pyramidal shape emerging from the ice. These findings support the idea that Antarctica was once a temperate, habitable land, possibly due to shifts in the Earth's crust around 12,000 years ago, before ice ages covered it in glaciers. Some theorists suggest that before the glaciers, a thriving civilization may have existed across what is now Antarctica's frozen landscapes. Some link this to the legendary Atlanteans, described as noble people who built a prosperous and advanced society that was eventually lost when their island sank. The idea of an Antarctic Atlantis represents the untapped mysteries of human history. As the ice slowly recedes, Antarctica continues to guard its secrets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.